This feature is made possible by Hospitality Mints, the perfect complement all wrapped up, and by Crawford Associates Incorporated, exclusive timeshare collections.
Reporting from the Venetian Resort Hotel Casino in world-famous Las Vegas, Mando News presents coverage of the 2008 ARDA Convention and Exposition.
Hi, I'm Sharon Drexler, Drexler Communications and contributing editor of Resort Trades on behalf of AskMando.com, Mando TV. And I am here with Scott MacGregor. Scott is CFO of InnSeason Resorts. They are the largest and most prominent developers of vacation ownership products in New England. And we've just been chatting a little bit about owner retention or owner connectivity. And Scott, you were saying some interesting things about things you're doing to attract and owner interest and maintain their interest in taking a vacation.
Well, that's right, Sharon. It's extremely important that the owner feel connected to the resort at all times. And we start with the philosophy that our goal is to have every single vacation ownership interval owned by a customer who's timely in the payment of their maintenance fees and enjoys the product as much as possible. Fortunately, these days with technology, we've got a lot of tools available to us that we didn't have in the past that really helps us to keep the owner feel connected to the resort, not just when they get their maintenance fee bill or when they come to visit us on vacation, but throughout the entire year. Things, for instance, we have a blog now that is very, very popular. Our Director of Owner Services updates it daily, and we find that the owners look forward to each new installment because it tells them something new about the resort or the region of the company that they didn't know the day before, and they look forward to those pieces. We employ more things like owner chat these days. It gives the owners the opportunities not only to connect with each other, but to connect with members of our staff and management to get questions answered, make suggestions, so they get more timely feedback through this same mechanism. So we find it a great tool to have those consumers feel like they're connected to the resort, like I say, throughout the course of the year. With the advances in technology, it seems each step forward that we make, we have to make very cautiously because we have to temper all of the things that we do with a real sharp focus on consumer privacy and protection of the data. And that probably is one of the things that slows our deployment of a lot of the things that we'd like to do in our website more than anything else. But it's absolutely critical that the more information you make available to the customer, especially information about their own account, the more challenging and important it is that we maintain the integrity of that information and make sure that the customer's privacy is protected at all times.
And do you have a way of measuring the receptivity on the part of the owners of this product?
Absolutely. Again, if we use just the website as a means of communication with the owners, as everyone knows, there's lots of analytics available, and oftentimes the amount of data that you can mine from your website is almost overwhelming because there's so much that you can learn about what people are looking at, how long they're looking at things. But certainly we look carefully at things like which pages they go to, how long they spend on each page, what elements of that page they may click through to get additional information. And all of this information helps us to determine what's of interest to them, how they connect one thing to another, so how they navigate through the website. We're also finding that the consumers more and more are expecting the website to be dynamic in terms of helping them to go on vacation. So they're looking for live links to things that they might do while they're coming to visit the resort, or even if they're just traveling to the resort, things that they might do on the way as they're getting there. So certainly all that information is extremely important to us.
And have you had a lot of feedback from owners personally, writing emails or just maybe even when they check in at the resort saying, "Oh, I love your website," or "I love getting on"?
We certainly are, and it doesn't just happen automatically. like everything else, you often need to ask the customer what they think and to solicit their feedback. So yes, we get a lot of unsolicited suggestions and responses to things that we publish, but we constantly have to ask them if they like it, if they're using it, reminding them to use it. And one of the things that helps us in that regard is the boards recognize that to the degree that we can use the electronic communications in place of paper communications, we can save money for the association too. So we often find our boards of directors are very active participants and partners in making sure that we're doing our best to use the internet to the greatest degree possible.
Well, that's great, Scott. Thank you very much for sharing with us on that. And again, that was Scott MacGregor, CFO of InnSeason Resorts in New England. And I'm Sharon Drexler, Drexler Communications and Resort Trades on behalf of Mando TV.